free. That's right, get a free preview of how to flip houses for easy profits. Click the Academy button to begin your path to wealth.
Hi, my name is Jason Chester, and for years I had a problem getting into the real estate business. I was surfing the internet one day and I came across Peter's coaching program on Craigslist actually. He has an online video course and I decided to go for it. The biggest struggle I had in the beginning was finding someone who was actually doing deals in my market. He guided me in the right direction to becoming a very profitable investor. He helped me avoid a lot of the mistakes that a lot of new investors make in the beginning, and he really put me on the fast track to making money in this business. You know, I've left my full-time job and I do this now full-time and I make very good money. So, you know, if you're interested in learning about real estate from, you know, a leading investor, Peter's your guy.
Okay, so today I want to talk to you about how to make offers, and especially off websites like Craigslist and Backpage, Postlets, eBay Classifieds. Really the same philosophy you probably want to use even like if you're doing direct mail, you have calls coming in. You know, one of the biggest mistakes I see investors make on a daily basis is spending an inordinate amount of time on the front end of the offer. Meaning, you know, they'll go like to Craigslist and they'll go ad by ad by ad, and they'll analyze every deal. And they're analyzing it from a standpoint, is it in a good area? Is the asking price the right thing? You know, then they're going to like Zillows and they're pulling Zestimates and values and what it's sold for and the tax records. And so you got this one property you're making an offer on, and I see investors spend sometimes like 10 minutes figuring out what they're going to make an offer on. Now look, if you've been doing this business to any level, from any length of time, you know that the chances of you just picking out an ad and making an offer on it and actually getting the deal done, the chances of that are pretty small. I mean, now look, if you're making an offer on 500 of those or 100 of those, well, the odds go up. So this is what you got to be thinking about. Do you want to make that perfect offer on like 2 or 3 properties with unbelievable research behind them and hope for the best? Or do you want to just kind of make some ballpark offers on 500 properties, get a bunch of them under contract, and then worry about which the right ones are? So obviously number 2 is the answer. And that's really what you have to understand when you're making offers. When you're making offers, that is your first step into getting into the deal. It is not necessarily the price that you'll never renegotiate. You're doing due diligence, so you'll be able to make adjustments during that time. So the bottom line is this: when you're making offers, I want you to be thinking quantity, not quality. Quantity. Make as many as you can. So let's go back to where we started from. You know, even if you're working just simply off like a Craigslist or a Backpage website, use a simple formula. Go on that website and just make an offer on every single property that's there. Take yourself 15 or 20% off the asking price. One, you know you're getting a flexible seller at that point because they're willing to do a discount. 2, you're putting due diligence in there because that's when during the due diligence you can make your adjustments. So again, when it comes to offers, and I talk about this so often, I want you to be thinking you have to go through some huge numbers. You know, that's why in my office here, you know, our phones ring as many as 1,000 times on a daily basis with sellers. We know that if we work the numbers in our favor, we'll have enough deals come through, and enough of them will be good enough deals that we can make money with and actually end up doing. We don't research any of those deals ahead of time. Now we do some preliminary calculations, you know, right at the terminals, but right when my negotiators are on the phone, they are making an offer 9 out of 10 times right there in the spot. Not before the call comes in, not after the call comes in, doing a bunch of research, making an offer right there in the spot. So be thinking numbers, be thinking quantity, not quality. Quality becomes, now that you gotten 5 or 10 properties under contract, now you're going to spend quality amount of time on those 5 properties. But again, at least you know you got control of them. You're spending time in an area which is ultimately hopefully going to make you money. See, I'd rather you spend quality time on those 5 or 10 where you know you got the right sellers than on people that are totally random. You have no idea what their thoughts are, no idea if they're even negotiable, no idea what their mortgages are, and next thing you know, oh, on top of that, so many times when you spend time ahead of time on an offer, by the time you get a hold of the seller, all of a sudden the seller's like, oh, I'm sorry, this is already under contract, or I'm sorry, it already sold, or I'm sorry, I never took this ad out, but the ad should have been taken out 4 weeks ago. So think quantity, not quality. Hey, I hope that helps.